We're now joined by Mr. Abel Tella from the Association of Power Utilities of Africa. Mr. Tella, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Let's start with a reflection of the past 20 years. We're celebrating the 20th anniversary of the Africa Energy Forum. Your take on how power generation has progressed on the continent?
Yes, I'm Abel Tella, the Director General for the Association of Power Utilities of Africa. The past 20 years in Africa is the 22 decades of reform, the 2 decades also of power shortages, the 2 decades of progress. Because Africa is a continent where we are talking about shortages in some country, we are talking about assets generation in another country. So roughly on the continent, within our member from Egypt to South Africa and from Senegal to Kenya, what's happened that the utility are in transformation. The utility started with world process of transformation based on the fact that definitively the policy makers are now keen that energy is a primary sector of the economy. And that helps the utility embrace new project, embrace new financial model, because we know that many or mostly our utility are not credit worthy today, because the social and public service is on top of the commercial one. But for that, there are utilities. But what is happening that with the support of the regulators, and now the message is basically that we should look at those 20 years, past 20 years, to take advantage, knowing that in 20 years we need perform utility in Africa. In 20 years, if any country is talking about emergency, no development of electricity. So now every country has a program to 2020, 2030, 2040. All this should match with the development of the sector. So energy sector is the primary one, and now the development program of the country should take the sector in consideration before any other program, so that we can come out with an emerging country with a transformed utility and a transformed energy sector. That is what we can take from the 20 years and look into the 20 coming years.
Mr. Tella, take us through some of the work that the Association of Power Utilities of Africa does.
From the creation, the first concern was human capacity. We are talking about APUA since 2012, because at the beginning in 1970, the organization were created with the name of Union of Producer, Transporter and Distributor of Energy in Africa, UPDA. And in 1979, we created the first School of Engineers based in Côte d'Ivoire, where we train more than 220 engineers. You have them in the sector today, Minister or Chief Executive, even in Secretary General of WAP, and all the senior staff or the bank. And those people came to replace the foreign staff in the country after independence. 40 years later, we realized that the same capacity building issue is still on, and then we came out with the concept of the African Network or Center of Excellence in Electricity, where we are aiming to train 10,000 people of the utilities, among them 30% women, and third, training in renewable energy and innovative technology. Because tomorrow the utility of the future is gender balance, is in new technology. So APUA today is working closely with African Development Bank and the European Union to promote vocational training within the sector. All, not only utility, but the regulatory body, the ministry, and the private sector, that is innovative, We train even people for the private sector. We have subcontract with the utilities. To have performance in the utility, we should embrace training of all kind of personnel, because no new facility without the skilled people to operate them.
Now, just finally, this forum is essentially a meeting of minds. What are you hoping will be the outcomes at the end of AEF 2018?
First of all, we are meeting with people who were at the beginning, that is the networking. Here we can meet people that met in the early 2000s. Apart of the networking, the exhibitors brought the new product that give you an idea of what you can plan for your business. So first of all, it's a forum on networking, a forum of information on what is going on, because state of art mean performance and mean saving. You need to perform your utility, you must go with the state of art technology. They are here, so it's networking and contract and contacts.
Mr. Tella, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.